Hey guys, it's Tiffany, and I'm here to just offer a little bit of astrology forecast feedback for January 22nd. So, in human design, the sun just moved into the 41st gate, which indicates the Rave New Year. So, I'm hearing from a lot of people that they have more energy, that they have um, good, bad, who knows, right? But there's a freshness, there's a new season upon us, and the human design and the astrology really do match up with that. So I just wanted to take a second to check in and show you what's going on. Let's take a look at the calendar. So here we have the digital astrology calendar. You can click on any of these and see what's going on with the moon when she's in Scorpio. Yesterday, here's what was happening. Yesterday, we had a last quarter moon. So something that was coming back around from October of 2022 was coming to fruition and completion. We're still in that last quarter moon phase where something needs to be tidied up, cleaned up. It's in Scorpio, so we want to take care to do that to the best of our karmic ability, to do things in a way that we're proud of, that our soul is proud of, right? And so tying up loose ends is available this week for us. And we have some hot stuff going on in the skies too. Mars is still retrograde in Cancer, and it's sextile Uranus in Cancer. At the same time that Mars is sextiling Uranus, Mercury is trining Uranus. So these are two positive aspects to the planet Uranus that is like the lightning bolt in the sky, the Einstein energy of the sky, brilliant moments, aha moments. Even though these are both retrograde, there's still momentum with the sextile. So I'm asking, how can you channel any excess energy you're having into something that's really constructive, and realize that there's a plot twist. Maybe there's you're in black and white, like maybe you're really this or that, excessive extremes, and maybe there's a magical third option that would benefit both parties, that would be really helpful to you. Being aware, right, that this Mars sextile Uranus will come back around here in April, so you could make a note in your journal. Yeah, throughout the calendar, I have notes and links for you to continue to learn astrology all year long. And one thing you'll notice about the 2025 calendar is that it has fixed stars in it. And so, yeah, there's some fixed stars that are activated with this Mars-Uranus sextile, namely Pallas and Zarak. So there might be some melancholy. There might be some time to write about that, being a contemplative in a contemplative space is likely, and you'll see that as the forecast goes on this weekend. So let's take a look at the next one. Mercury is going to oppose Mars retrograde. This is where our mind can get us into trouble, or our words can get us into trouble, or our contracts or details can just surface back up and come back around. And so knowing that, the best, try to get yourself in the best mental space before doing things. I wouldn't go to a meeting or something when you're all worked up already, right? Like this is an opportunity to really let peace win in your mind. This can be frustration, irritability, restlessness, discontent. We don't have to like it, right? We don't have to like everything that comes our way. What we do need to do is act with integrity here with this last quarter moon phase in Scorpio. Let's also look at Mercury trine Uranus retrograde. So this could be a time when you're embracing new ideas. You get that quick hit, that aha moment, that idea that comes to you. Mercury is going to trine Uranus twice this year. So once now and once again in September. So you could look at those dates. Uranus rules technology. So things like calendars and data, also AI, robotics, things that feel very futuristic and space-like, right? Uranus, you could also think about it in terms of social media and the hive mind, and all of the news that's going on regarding TikTok, and just some interesting developments in that space. Okay, and this one is on top of fixed star Peacock and again Zarak. So vanity and fame kind of lines up with that, like TikTok, like everybody can be their own star type of a deal, and then some melancholy. I've seen some posts where it's like, oh, I can't afford my house because the TikTok payment stopped. So you can start to see in the media reflected in the astrology. Okay, the moon always makes one last aspect before going void of course. So this is the blue one here is the void of course calendar. You can toggle that on and off if you want. But the this was a great recommendation by Jodie Forrest, so thank you for that, to add the last aspect of the moon before going void, and that really gives the flavor of that void period. The void period feels very nebulous, so you could see Thursday night. I wouldn't overdo it that night. You might need some rest, some downtime. And once you click into the calendar, right, it'll give you more information. Yeah, the moon will move into Sagittarius for the weekend ahead. That's a fun one. Venus will trine Mars retrograde, but there's a nuance because it's on top of fixed star Gomesia. You can see, or how, I'm not sure how to pronounce that one. But yeah, it's associated with the love of dogs and dog bites. And since Venus is trine Mars retrograde, I'm just curious about, like, be careful with your pets, and especially, ask permission before you go up and pet somebody's dog. Be careful if you're volunteering. Just be aware that there's some underlying emotions under the surface that can pop up. Animals are so great because they're such good mirrors and reflectors for what we're feeling. And so if you notice that your kitty cat or your doggy feels kind of, or is acting kind of grumpy, maybe they are just reflecting or mirroring our energy back to us. If you have a dog that won't let you touch them, that runs far, far away, are you also an avoidant attachment relationship style, right? You can start to play with some of those themes. Nice. Okay. So Venus and Mars working together in a trine, I think that is positive. I think sometimes the heart wants what it wants. You don't have to explain or argue or defend where your love is going to. Are you open to receiving more goodness, prosperity, and abundance in your life? Or are you doing something to block that, hold it back, live a little bit smaller so that you don't have to give so much? Something like that could be up for consideration. All right. So we all deserve more unconditional love, not less, and we all deserve a win-win and a karmic integrity opportunity to really shine and step up this weekend. Mercury is going to sextile Neptune, and then Venus is going to sextile Uranus come Sunday. So I feel like this is like when your spidey senses are up, your psychic development is on, your intuition is enhanced. It feels very auspicious and connected to spirit. And so this could be a time when you get creative or you're receiving ideas. I'm already receiving ideas for a couple of books I want to be working on. Yeah. So what keeps floating into your awareness over the weekend? We'll also see some plot twists. Anytime Uranus is involved, I just feel like the energy can change direction at any moment. Sparks fly, hopefully the good kind. Maybe Sunday you've got some social events or some connections with your spiritual community or something like this. Yeah, Uranus is retrograde, so instead of external, we're looking at more internal awareness. And so, yeah, there's a joker in the deck for sure. And I want to just let you peek ahead here and see that the new moon is at 9 Aquarius next week on Wednesday, the 29th. So something new is happening. And I think the Sabian symbol really reflects what's going on, at least in the United States media right now. So the thing that's new that's happening will unfold over a sequence of moons that are part of this Aquarius moon family that will end in April of 2027. And by 2027, we're in a whole different world, a whole different experience. You can see that I've listed some themes for you here with the Aquarius new moon. The new moon, it's not, I mean, yeah, there's all this energy about setting intentions and setting goals, and at the same time, there's no light. Well, you might not connect to that which is in the darkness. You might just allow some space and some time for something to come up for you, as opposed to just like adhering to this one moment in time, right? And there's another thing I think involved, that we can get kind of like we can kind of make dates a form of idolatry in a way. Like we can really hold a date, something specific, when your higher power, your creator, may have you in a whole different season than what this weather forecast is reflecting. So the first of the year, we're like into it. We have goals, we have deadlines, we have intentions, but just leave some space for grace and realizing that your higher power, your creator, may have you in a different season than the world is in. Okay. So interesting. Yeah. Oh, and let me also just mention quickly that Mercury will enter Aquarius on Monday, the 27th. And I like that. Mercury will move into then Pisces later. Yeah, February 14th, where it does not like to be. Mercury's in fall there. So a little micro lesson for you. But yeah, I think that we're going to be drawn to ideas. I think that different types of groups are going to form. And I think that the political stage is already doing that naturally, organically. But what's the best use of this energy? And what's the best? Are you surrounding yourself with ideas and people that feel like progress and forward momentum and spiritual growth and spiritual development? Or are you around people that are just feeling kind of like a drag right now? And does that mean that you need to be the light? Yes, sometimes it does. And sometimes it means you can excuse yourself. Okay. So there's some ideas for you. For those that are new to the calendar, I just want to make sure that you're going to the right place. My website is tiffanyharlick.com. I offer books. I offer honey and beekeeping. I offer astrology, and I offer intuition development. And this is to help you understand your spiritual gifts and how to use them. What we were talking about was the astrology. So what you're looking for is this digital astrology calendar. Boom, it's right there. You can read all about it. Let the universe have your back, see what's included, get some tutorials, and then you can get your astrology calendar. Thank you for that. Here it is. Boop, you can get it right there. So easy as pie. Go in, grab your digital astrology calendar. It'll come in 3 separate calendars that you can download that won't interfere with your calendar, and it will travel with you in any time zone. So there's that. You can also find it in the shop tab. So if you wanted to go to the shop tab, you can see the digital astrology calendar and the workbook. Yeah, I had my site hacked a couple months ago, and so I just want to make sure you're finding me. If you're looking for me at tiffanyharlick.com, and this is the Wise Skies Digital Astrology Calendar that I wrote, and there's a workbook that goes with it and a couple of other astrology products for you. So yeah, I just wanted to chime in with an astrology update. I hope all of you are doing well out there. If I can support you, please let me know. I offer a membership that is just $29 a month, and we meet twice to look at how the astrology is affecting your chart personally this month. And we also do an astrology lesson. So if you are looking for that type of support, we would love to have you in our community. Otherwise, you might check out 40 Days of Spirit is my email product to help you connect with your intuition with exercises every day. And yeah, thanks for being here. And until next time, namaste.